Hi, I'm Mark from Small Engine. Today working on a Toro recycler push mower. It's a Briggs & Stratton GTS, guaranteed to start, 163cc Briggs & Stratton engine. They bought this lawnmower last fall. They have a cabin here at the river. They live in a different state. And they bought it and they put gas in it last fall and they mowed up the leaves and stuff last fall and they used it this spring. Started right up, used it. Then I don't know if they have a rider or something to do the rest of their lawn or what, but they didn't try using it till this last week when they brought it. So it won't start. Anyways, well, let me take this back. It would start a week or two ago, and they took it back down to the Toro dealer down where they're from, and they smelled the gas, so they would warranty it, which makes sense. It's not the motor's fault the gas is bad. You know, a lot of people cut down Briggs. I like Briggs & Stratton. There's other people that don't like them, but it's not, even if it was a different brand motor, it's not the motor's fault that there's a little gas in there. And to kind of prevent that, you know, use premium, no ethanol, you can get stable or stuff, fuel additives to make the gas last longer, but they wouldn't warranty it. Customer's bad, and they brought here, and I took the gas cap off and smelled it's bad, and I had the customer smell it, and I finally got them to understand that it's not the push mower, Toro, or Briggs' fault that there's a little gas in there, because they wouldn't cover it under warranty. I said I'll clean the carburetor out, put fresh gas in the tank, and it will be guaranteed to start again. Customer is happy, so that's what we're going to do, so hope you enjoy the video. Well, yeah, if you read that label right there, model year 2024, and they bought it last fall, so it's been used twice. But if we had smell-o-vision, I'd open that cap up and its tank's full. Smells like rotten eggs, and that's because, you know, the ethanol. I have nothing against ethanol for cars and stuff like that, but for small engines, it's not the best product in the world for small engines. So let's go ahead and tear this apart. The air filter, anyone that it's dirty, but you can tell it's hardly ever been used. We'll just blow that out. And on this air filter base on these Briggs, the two outside bolts are 5/16. These two inside ones, these shiny ones, them are 9/32. And on the top here, we have to take this top cover off because this tank is pressed in there. Maybe it torques, but let me grab the flashlight and look. It's a very simple fix on these. Don't gotta buy a $1,000 toolbox full of tools to fix a problem like this. I take the oil cap off. And the oil is brand new too. Put that off to the side. Then we gotta take this recoil off. Them are 3 5/16. Alright, we'll take this off too. So need a 5/16 and a 9/32. So we'll take out the two 5/16 first. Then the two 9/32, and we gotta pull this recoil housing off, and there's 3 5/16 on this. And then we just lift this off. Take that off, and just lift the tank up. There's two slots where these two slots go in. Just push it down in the recoil housing. That's what holds it on. And just need a pair of pliers to take that fuel line clamp off. And these are plastic carburetors, so on this fuel line, kind of rock it back and forth to break the seal on it. And it comes right off. I'm gonna let this drain in my used gas barrel. Then if you ever, I might as well show you this here now. If these motors are running a lower RPM than you'd like, to speed it up, you just grab this bar right here and pull it that way to tighten that spring up, and that'll speed it up a little bit. But I haven't heard this thing run, so I don't know if it needs adjusting. But on these particular motors, that's how you speed it up or slow it down, is bend this bar right here. It's real simple. It's an automatic choke carburetor. And these are all plastic, so be careful. Just bend that up, unhook that, and turn it that way to hook the governor rod. And this little white plastic insert, there's an O-ring in there. Sometimes when you pull these off, that will stay on that little intake tube. You just put the O-ring back in there, and this white plastic piece, you push in there, it snaps right in there. And these two bolts here are 9/32, but I'm going to spray this dirt off it because I don't want to put no extra dirt inside the carburetor. And there's a big O-ring on this that presses that bowl in there. So just gently take a screwdriver, just like that, to break the seal. And see, you got dirt and stuff in there. Let me get the flashlight to show you this junk in here. See all that junk in the bottom of the gas right there? That's old gas that dried up in there, I suppose last fall, and they put new gas in here this spring. And it sat all year. So to spray the bowl out, clean it out. See how nice and clean that is now? Now on here, your main jet's that little brass little insert right there. That's your main jet. And this is part of a end of like a flywheel brake cable. These work perfect for cleaning these jets out. Stick it in there. Then you take your carburetor cleaner, and when you do that, it'll be a nice stream that goes in the vent tray of the carburetor, but clean all that dirt out of there and gently blow it out. Like I said, these are plastic carburetors, and that's all you gotta do for that. They got these drains in the bottom of these carburetors, but it's easier to take these two little screws out and clean it the right way. But this little indentation right here that goes over this main jet like that. You don't want to put it on like that because it'll hit that cover. This is reset right there. Make sure it goes like that. Very simple to work on. And just start one side and just work yourself back and forth. And there you go, that's all you gotta do. And then you go outside and get the tank. I'm gonna blow the tank out really good. And we're gonna put fresh gas in there. Then it'll be guaranteed to start either one or two pulls again. But yeah, on that gas situation, you can't blame the manufacturer of the engine on that. It's not their fault. There's old gas in there. But we'll put this governor rod back on and the automatic choke rod. And just push it into place. Make sure everything's working good. Okay, I'll be right back with the gas tank. Okay, just drained the tank, blew it out so it's nice and clean. And be careful putting this on, you don't want to break that plastic nipple off. And just lift it up. Just like that. And we'll reinsert these 3 bolts. I might have put this cover back on, I guess. Now make sure it's all lined up. The screws go in there. Put the oil cap back on. This air filter base. That vent tube put on. Easy way to remember this is the 2 smaller ones are the close together and the 2 bigger ones are farther out. I blow out this air filter. You know, it kind of got wet on this side over here, so I'm just going to replace it. When these paper filters get wet and dry, the air is kind of restricted in that area. So we'll just put a brand new one in there to eliminate that problem. Plus the customer's going to be happy too that it runs good for them. A brand new one. Just like that. I'm keeping the tape rolling. I'm going to set this thing in the ground, put some gas in there, and we'll see if it starts and 1 or 2 pulls like it's supposed to. I'm going to check the oil. Oil's fine. Go grab the gas. We're going to use 91 no ethanol. I feel like about half full. Alright. All you gotta do is squeeze down on the flywheel brake cable. One pull. And that's all it was old gas, so you can't blame the machine for bad gas, you know. One I can suggest if you don't use them very often is, you know, try using premium with no ethanol. If it sits for a long time, maybe a little fuel additive, you know. There's all good brands. I'm not going to name them all, but there are good brands out there. Add the right amount to what your gas tanks are, your gas cans, because it's really simple to put more in there than it's supposed to, and that will work just as bad as not having the right. Too much stabilizer in there is like having bad gas in there, if that makes any sense. It don't work right. But anyways, I hope this video helps you out. I appreciate you watching. If you like my videos, please press the like button and please subscribe. You guys have a good afternoon.